we'll just kind of be ready for whenever the light is green. All right, welcome back to Game 2 of this 4-game weekend series, live from Russ Carr Field on the campus of Westmont College. The Warriors play host to the San Francisco State Gators. Alongside the rest of our crew and my partner Simon Reed, Jacob Norling saying hello after Simon. The Warriors took care of business in Game 1.
Yeah, it was a hit parade in the first game. I believe there's 29 hits combined, 14 from the Warriors, 15 from the Gators. We had Brian Peck on the mound getting, I want to say, his 27th win of his career, chasing down the all-time wins record. Not a typical start for Brian. Kind of got rocked right off the bat. First and second pitches of the game were telling for the rest of the start. 2 knocks and 2 pitches start the game, but the Warriors' bats were live the entire time. As the Warriors put up 12 in the victory.
So from from Brian Peck, a guy who has started every opening day since he was a freshman, to a guy in Hunter Hammond who is making his first career start here, the true freshman in his second weekend wearing a Westmont College uniform. The 6'5" freshman right-hander from Atascadero comes home, and off we go with a fastball 87 that's fouled back.
Yeah, Hammond had a decent weekend last week. 4 innings pitched, just 1 earned run, a few punch-outs.
Hunter Hammond, a guy whose ceiling is sky high, but here he's going to start the same way that Brian Peck does, which is allowing a leadoff base hit to Daniel Murillo.
That's Murillo's 4th hit of the day.
And Murillo, a cool 5 for 10 starting his year.
Gotta love that.
So now here is Cunningham. Hammond set at the belt. Downhill with it. Big breaking ball. Called a strike, 0-1.
I'm coming in at 74. One of the slower pitches we've seen today, Jacob.
Watching his warm-ups, didn't really see what the third pitch was yet, but given that he's starting this one, you figure there's a third in there, but it looked like that fastball in the mid to upper 80s and then that big breaking ball. Let's see what else Mr. Hammond has to offer, or is new to Hunter Hammond, as you are. Here he delivers a fastball that doesn't get the call atop the zone, and the count is 2-1. Again, the abbreviated 7-inning game, by the way, which we lost some games to darkness back in 2024. May that never happen again. On the ground to third, could be 2. Patterson to second for 1. On to first. Not in time.
Good call over first.
The first base umpire, Roger Rangel. You like it?
Yeah, he was safe.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 26, Daniel Santos.
So Cunningham takes over at first base on the fielder's choice. Murillo is erased at second on the 5-4 force out. And now here is Santos.
Patterson made an error in the last inning of the first game. So
Yeah,
nice
let him
to
have
see
it,
him. Well, it's nice to see him get back in a rhythm.
Santos at the plate right now. The only guy who did not reach base for the Gators in Game 1. Line drive into the glove of Soper. Throw to first base. That'll be a double play. Cunningham left out to dry that time, about 10-15 feet off the bag. Frozen with a stride in the wrong direction. So the line out will end the inning. Hammond puts up a 0 in his first half frame. And Russ Carr, and we'll see if the Warriors can get him a lead when we return to the bottom of the first.
If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
Cottage came to Westmont College because they saw the need for this accelerated baccalaureate program.
Westmont is offering an accelerated Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, which is about a 16-month program. The need for nurses is not going to go away tomorrow.
For me, it was a calling.
Westmont is now accepting applications for its nursing program. Generous scholarships are available. Apply at westmont.edu/nursing.
Balance. It isn't just essential in your sport, it's essential in life, especially college life. It's everything you need to thrive in school, in sport, and everything in between. The key is just finding a place where you can pursue it all, because the real beauty lies in the balance. If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
Daniel Patterson will lead things off against the right-handed senior Alec Truckee, transfer from Rogers State. He's about to throw his first pitch as a Gator, which Daniel Patterson watches graze the outside corner, according to home plate umpire Steele Rogers, and the count is 0-1.
First pitch breaking ball.
Here's the 0-1 to Patterson. Back-to-back breaking balls. This one a little bit farther, and it's 1-1. Patterson a ringing double off the gap in right center field. Back in the fourth inning, that loud fourth inning of Game 1. A 7-run frame ultimately for Westmont. Here Patterson takes a good fastball right on the hands at 85, 1-2. Only 85 cited, but when you start back-to-back hooks, it gives a little juice to that fastball, no?
I mean, yeah, that breaking ball was at 73, 74, so 85 definitely going to jump more than it would normally.
1-2 from Truckee. Swing and a miss. Another good fastball at the top of the zone. That one with a little more life on it at 88. It'll be a strikeout for the first out.
The second baseman, number 4, Michael Soper.
So here's Michael Soper now.
Quietly, 4-hit game for Michael in the first game today. Did not hit a home run, though.
No. After further review. Mm-hmm. That one's inside. So 1-0 to Soper. Very young season. Soper above 300 the first two series of the season. Guy that you can figure to see that average probably float somewhere in the threes over the next several months.
Soper was a part of the national championship winning team. Has been a solid bat for the Warriors since then.
He smokes the ball in the air to right center field. Michael Soper has put Westmont up 1-0. No need for a further review on this one, Simo. Michael Soper had just enough to sneak this one over the wall in center, and it's 1-0 Westmont College.
365 feet for Soper. You can hear from the fans saying that was his second homer of the day. Just a center cut fastball right down Broadway for Soper.
That's the place to hit him here, right center field at Russ Carr. Power alley for left-handed bats and right-handed bats who can go that way. Talk about that in a moment with the guy on deck. Right now, here's Bryce McFeely. I've seen McFeely hit one opposite field home run in his time, and it was electric. Wouldn't mind seeing a few more of those, huh? Breaking ball, called a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, so far, it looks like it's just that fastball and big sweeper from Truckee. I think there was one changeup, but uncompetitive, spiked.
Feely's ready on this breaking ball, and he'll drop it into left field for a diving catch. Nice play by Rafael, who has the start here in Game 2. And he's able to rob a hit from Bryce McFeely. So here's Trey Dunn, who scraped the sky with a 3-run home run at his first at-bat. Or beg your pardon, not his first at-bat, would have been his third at-bat back in game 1.
See a little Johnny Cueto hesitation right there. Did you see that?
I'm all in. I love it. You think it's kind of Bush, or you just think it's part of the game?
Part of the game.
Has
Do
to
what
be,
you
right?
can to get outs, honestly.
Like, it always kills me when there's hitters who get unnecessarily offended at that. That's just kind of like my hot take, though.
I hear you.
Yeah, I think hitters can kind of be a little sensitive when it comes to timing. Like we saw with Schrader and Peck earlier when he thought he was quick pitching him.
Yep.
It's almost like letting the pitcher know at that point that he's made you uncomfortable, and I feel like it's half the battle.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-2. Chase in the dirt that time. So the stuff looks good for Truckee. Michael Soper didn't think so as he hits a solo home run to give the Warriors a 1-0 lead as we head to the second in this 7-inning affair in Game 2 of this 4-game weekend series.
The top of the first, direction to the bottom of the
I always imagined that the people who became nurses knew exactly what they wanted to do from like age 16 or something. I wasn't like that. So when I graduated from college, I assumed that I'd missed the boat. Like, really missed it. It was my mom, actually, who told me about Westmont's new nursing program and how their accelerated course can take you from a college degree to a bachelor's of science in nursing in just 16 months. But I don't even have to wait to start working in a real hospital. Westmont collaborates with Cottage Health to blend the best of classroom and hands-on learning. I'm on a generous scholarship, and when I graduate, I can go directly to a job with Cottage Health or anywhere in the country. Westmont is helping me realize the dream I didn't even know I had.
Westmont is now accepting applications for its nursing program. Generous scholarships are available. Get started now. Apply at westmont.edu/nursing.
Hammond goes into the line, and that ball's hit sky high to left field, but down the line and foul. After a first pitch heater that Justin Johnson took, it's now quickly 0-2. 1-2-3 inning for Hammond in the first. For Justin Johnson, 4 for 5 game back in game 1. Here he's going to ride that elevator all the way to the basement. He's down on 3 pitches here. Strikeout begins his day and begins the second for Hunter Hammond.
number 25, Derek LaFerriere.
Very nice start to the inning from Hammond. 3 pitches for the strikeout. One away.
Hard hit into center. On the run goes Bollinger, and that turns into a routine catch with a guy with that amount of athleticism. That's my bad, Simon. You know what I'm saying from the
Yeah, I
start.
got you.
But the ever-athletic Jack Bollinger runs that down, and that is 2 outs on 4 pitches.
Second baseman, number 6, A.J. Schrader.
Bollinger doing the casual shoulder jump into the wall, kind of Bo Jackson-esque, not running on the wall.
Kind of took away style points, honestly. Fastball right at the knees, strike 1. You remember when Drew Baer robbed that home run right over the 375 sign against Vanguard?
Yeah, that was electric.
Yeah. It's just nice to have someone I can reminisce with up here, man.
Yeah.
Like this time, so I'm trying to reminisce with a student worker who's worked for about a month, and it just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, and I do have a pretty sharp memory of all the games I played here, so you can throw most moments at me and I'll remember.
That one's fouled back. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. A little case strut for Hunter Hammond as well. 6 up, 6 down. Bottom 2 we go. 1-0 Westmont.
3 up, 3 down. Top of the second.
Enjoy an escape to serenity. The American Riviera.
As you soak up the sun, spend your day in wine country, and take in some of Southern California's finest cultural centers. The Carpinteria Inn in Santa Barbara offers Spanish Mission architecture, well-appointed amenities, and cozy suites, all just 2 blocks from the beach and minutes from the area's finest shopping and dining destinations.
Isaac Veal leads off the bottom half of inning number 2.
Enjoy an escape.
First pitch on the outside corner, 0-1. It'll be Veal, Bollinger, and DiMaggio.
Jacob, Veal seems to be your future favorite player at the end of the season.
Oh, dude, you can't be outing me like that. Our in-between game conversations are private. But, yeah, I'll let you have this one. As I said, yeah, man, Isaac Veal might turn out to be my favorite player by year's end. I really enjoyed watching him in just limited time last year. One of the guys you could tell just has a very high ceiling. He's very quick. You know, his teammates love him. So if it makes sense, like that's actually a big check mark when it comes to guys that I'll call my favorite players is, well, did their teammates vibe with them?
Yep.
Because it kind of tells you all you need to know. Ooh, that's another wide one called to Veal, and that's strike 3.
Generous call from Mr. Umpire.
Steele Rogers again on home plate. Yeah, that's tough. That's the second time Veal's gone down looking on balls that are in the other box. With all due respect. Now here's Bollinger. This one spiked inside. Backhanded by Andrews. You know, Veal's a guy who's taken a big leap from his freshman to his sophomore year. Of your teammates that you could think of in your Westmont time, who's a guy that you think had one of the biggest turnarounds from one year to the next?
Well, one that immediately jumps to mind is sophomore to junior year Brady Rank.
Right? It's actually crazy to think about for people who wouldn't know, like that there was a before, and it was a steep before.
Yeah.
On the ground to first. Johnson, underhand flip to Truckee, 2 outs.
Yeah, we all knew Brady was just, started freshman year and had a decent season. And we all knew he had a high ceiling and just kind of mentally grinded through sophomore year. It was just a hard year overall, on and off the field for a lot of guys. And then he came back junior fall, and he was just the Brady we all knew and ended up having a fantastic Westmont career, all-time legend.
Here's DiMaggio. That's what I was going to say, Simon, is who would have thought at the end of that sophomore year if you're told Brady Rick's actually going to go down as one of the best players in program history?
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue the best player on the best team in program history.
Yeah.
Westmont legend forever, like you said.
Yeah, like you get goosebumps when you look at that picture of him after sliding head first in the home and the
that's the photo of the run.
That is the photo of the program, in my opinion.
Dang.
Get goosebumps thinking about it.
DiMaggio takes way outside, called strike 2. This is tough.
Let me tell you.
Mr. Critchett's not going to like that strike zone.
You don't even need the TrackMan to know that it is about 2.5 balls off.
All right, we'll widen the zone here, Jesse. Got no other choice. They go high this time, 2-2. What is Brady up to now?
He's working for Sportsbook up in Colorado.
Right on.
I know he wants to move back down to SoCal. His girlfriend, Jillian Geist, Westmont soccer player.
DiMaggio fouls this one
is this
back.
us?
A little too far, I think. Yeah, it's way far.
Need you laying out.
I'll make a play, man.
Did you get dirty?
I'll land right in Jeff Hayes' hands to my left here. On a 2-2 pitch here with 2 down in the second. Jesse DiMaggio wraps
Hammered.
one foul in the left field line. That ball smoked off the bat.
You know, if you're DiMaggio and you know that outside part of the plate is just going to be pretty wide, wider than normal, definitely want to be looking out there.
Breaking ball doesn't quite come back inside. Jesse knew all along, runs the count full.
Slowest pitch of the day, 69 miles an hour.
Throw a fastball, Alec. Payoff pitch. Instead, he spun him again, and honestly, that was the right choice to make. Tries to get him off his balance that time, and he does. Hops this one into foul ground, and that will end the inning. So just one base runner for both sides as we head to the third. Still already 1-0 in favor of Westmont.
The 9-time Ramada Worldwide Award-winning hotel. The Ramada would love for you to make us your hotel of choice whenever you have friends or family coming to visit Santa Barbara. Call us at 805-964-3511 and mention Westmont Athletics for a 20% discount. Ramada, your hotel of choice. 805-964-3511. Go Warriors.
If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
7-8-9 against Hunter Hammond here in the third. Again, it's going to get quick awfully early in this one. Just a 7-inning game 2. It's going to be Steven Espinoza, the third baseman. 7-8-9 due up against Hammond. First pitch swinging. Skies this one in the air. Fouled in the right field line.
6'5" freshman. Filling up the zone to start this game. 6 up, 6 down.
Former St. Joe's Knight. It's actually my rival high school back in my hometown, Santa Maria. Right across the street from Rigetti High School. So I'll try to just have nice things to say. Ahead 1-2. Yeah, Hammond almost 85 innings of work. His senior year, ERA in the mid-2s. 94 punch-outs in those 84 and 2/3 innings of work. On the ground, 2 hops into the glove of Daniel Patterson, who hits DiMaggio in the chest for the first out of the third. So that's 7 up, 7 down for Hammond. You don't see too many freshmen get starts in this program. I think what's funny is I think Brian's kind of made that normality, but the funny thing is really since then, there hasn't been too many. Even Sean Youngerman didn't find himself in the rotation until his sophomore year.
Yeah, you really don't. Oh, there's a bunt attempt. That would have been one if this net wasn't there. Bunts
Yeah, that would have been right in
we'd
your
be
lap.
all over bunts.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Brian really kind of broke the trend, and at least for pitchers, that is, to get a nod in the starting rotation.
Most kids don't have that one,
And
Simon.
that is a strike two
Yeah.
in most books. But it's 1-1.
1-1, there's strike two. Like the fact that he can land his off speed. He's not just trying to get it for chases.
Yeah, he's really not trying to do too much. He's just going at him with the fastball slider combo.
Right back to the fastball, and this one's foul left of the bag.
You know, what I was going to say, Jacob, was a lot of times you have freshmen come in with just pure raw talent, but a lot of times it's just a little bit of luck and opportunities, and there's some luck involved, and Brian getting that opening day nod freshman year, and the rest is history.
Mm-hmm. Hit in the air to left center field. Dunn took a step back, now comes in. He's called off by his center fielder, Bollinger. Nice call and nice catch for Bollinger that time for out number 2.
Bollinger's got some swag out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to practice, you'll notice he's one of the few guys that every single practice, he's not wearing the practice jersey. He's actually wearing a hoodie with the BP top pullover. No matter the weather, no matter the day or time.
Big vibes guy.
Huge vibes. Like Hofstadler set up inside. That pitch actually wasn't as bad as it looked.
Back to the line, Hammond goes. This one's cued off the end of the bat and foul. Camden Andrews, backstop for SF State here. One. Big breaking ball, doesn't quite come back down. 2-1. You mentioned, Simon, that the break can be kind of deceiving on that big curveball from Hammond.
Mm-hmm.
As this one's hit up the middle, that'll be the first base runner for the Gators. Can you explain why that is?
Yeah, so Hammond, as you can see, is a tall, lengthy cat, 6'5", so the release point of when he is releasing the pitch is going to be higher than most guys. So the pitch is his slider / breaking ball isn't going to be moving as much as it actually is, but the perception, since it's coming from the Raptors, is just going to make it look like it's moving way more.
Spins one just off the outside corner here. 1-0.
In the first inning, we did turn a double play. They did have a leadoff single.
Thanks, Simon.
I got you.
There's this man right here, yeah?
Yeah.
Daniel Murillo, yep, line drive up the middle.
Yeah, we got to hold each other accountable.
Yeah, I get you. I had a feeling that something was wrong, too, when I was looking at it. Just never went to the top of my score sheet. That's high, 2-1. That's up and in, 3-1 on Murillo. See if Murillo gets challenged here. He does not. And it's a pair of 2-out base runners. So for the 2-hole guy, Michael Cunningham.
Yeah, Murillo's had some seriously impressive at-bats today. He said 4 knocks, and there's a nice walk, and Cunningham has done the same.
High with a fastball, 1-0.
Wouldn't mind a visit here from Hofstadler. This freshman's getting a little antsy, missing up consistently.
Act like you've been there before. 1-0. Ground ball pass to diving Patterson, and that's going to tie the game up. Slow hit ball, but hitting the perfect spot. They're going to try and press it. Callahan can't glove the relay, and it's 2-1 Gators. Boy, there's a couple plays right there that could be made by Westmont's players out there. But the ball skips by DP, and then the relay clinks off the heel of Callahan's glove. And just like that, it's 2-1 SF State.
Yeah, always tough when the ball goes into the corner, and you could see Dunn was kind of taking his time to read the hop, and he actually fielded it relatively cleanly. And the relay throw is kind of on the money.
Yeah.
Despite the bobble, I think Westmont would have had him at home. And once again, one of those hits that just wasn't hit super hard, just really nicely placed down the line.
Doesn't get the call on this breaking ball. 2-0. This one's high 3-0. Didn't think much of the 2-out single for Andrews.
I mean,
it's
you never
turned
know.
into quite the rally here.
2-out rallies are just absolute killers for defenses, especially
Gets the
pitchers.
call here, 3-1. Yep.
Hammond's so close to getting out of the inning, going 2 up, 2 down. But a few knocks and a walk.
Had to run the count full, 3-2. Let's see if Hammond can limit the damage here. Runner goes, pitches grounded to short. Callahan gloves it. Long stretch by DiMaggio to end the inning. But a 2-out rally for the Gators. 3 straight hits with 2 outs. And the Gators lead 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Colin Callahan will lead things off here. The home half of inning number 3. Warriors trail 2-1 for the first time here in game 2. After late 2-out rally there in the second. Got the Gators a couple off of Hunter Hammond. Now the Warriors go back to work against Alec Truckee, who delivers the first pitch breaking ball. Called strike 1. You hear the groans from the home faithful, Simon.
Yeah, Truckee's just been spamming that big old slow breaking ball. Throwing off the Westmont hitters to start this game so far.
The 0-1. Callahan smacks one in the air to center field. Didn't quite get enough of it, though. Cunningham settles under it and makes the grab for the first down. That's 6 in a row set down for Truckee now. See if Hostetler can do something about that before passing the baton to Daniel Patterson on deck.
Shane had a nice game earlier behind the dish, throwing out a runner and a couple barrels. A big RBI single.
Way outside, 1-0.
Wouldn't be a bad idea for the Westmont hitters to just kind of sit on that breaking ball. It's got some big sweep up to 20 horizontal. You see that, Jacob? Looks like we had a little warning from the umpire about it. Looked like Truckee either might have tried to pitch while Hofstadler wasn't looking.
I don't know, 1-0. Called a strike, and it's 1-1.
If you're Hofstadler, that's kind of the one you want to look for. The one that starts at you is going to break into the middle of the plate.
That's a good pitch right there in the outside corner, 1-2. Hanging breaking ball smacked on the ground to left field. That's a base hit.
After taking that 1-1 fastball, you got to think Hofstadler was sitting on that one.
So now Patterson comes to the plate. Could put Westmont right back on top with one swing. So no courtesy runners, if I'm correct. So we're actually just getting a straight up pinch runner right here for Shane Hofstadler. That tells me Paul Spagnas is one to put the game in motion as Grant Weiserman's goes to pinch run for Shane Hofstadler. Tells me that Tyler McAvoy might find his way to a ball game here in a few moments.
Well, Shane did his job.
Throw it back to first. Weiserman's backsliding. Now you burn your catcher. It almost feels like you got to put Weiserman's in motion here. Yeah, you're taking maybe 2 at-bats away from Hoff.
Yeah.
Who's been swinging the bat well. So if DP can maybe just let him jog. Gets on top of this one, foul, in and out of the hands of Paul Spagnas.
Hit the fingertips. Fingers got to be numb, Jacob, let me tell you. I wonder if that's moved by Spagnas to take out Hofstadler had anything to do with maybe Shane's been tired catching now 13 innings today, 12 innings today.
And maybe the plan was only to get him through the lineup once. 0-1 the count on Daniel Patterson. Fouls this one off to the right, 0-2.
Looks like Patterson's been kind of caught in between the fastball and breaking ball. He's such a good hitter. Let's just see if he can be on time for the heater and adjust to the slow.
Stick with the heater. He fouls it straight back. Throw back to first. Back standing is Mr. Weiserman's. DP stays alive again. At some point, you just throwing down the one and keep going, or do you spin something here if you're Truckee?
Yeah, it's 4 straight heaters from Truckee, and that one was a little bit off the plate, but really good job by Patterson because we've seen from the umpire that he will expand the zone, and from the looks of it, that might have been called a strike.
So we'll do it again. Another 0-2 coming to Daniel Patterson. Breaking ball lined into the glove of the shortstop Murillo. So Patterson kept battling and battling, but nothing to show for here.
Can't be mad at that at bat from Patterson. Just a decent 2-strike piece of hitting, and unfortunately the shortstop was right there to corral it. But DB's been taking some good swings. Just haven't fallen yet. He'll have 1, maybe 2 more bats this game to get it going. But this guy Soper has been on fire today.
Soper snuck one over the wall in right center field back in the first inning. Weiserman's a huge lead at first. Stays put. Soper takes strike 1. Another big lead. Truckee set up the belt. Throws back over there. Reset the scene here. We'll do it again. Runner stays put. Soper pops it up. Shallow left center field. On comes Rafael to make the grab. So Truckey's able to put up his hero. Again, just a 7-inning game already takes us to the fourth. 2-1 SF State.
Cottage came to Westmont College because they saw the need for this accelerated baccalaureate program.
Westmont is offering an accelerated Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, which is about a 16-month program. The need for nurses is not going to go away tomorrow.
For me, it was a calling.
Westmont is now accepting applications for its nursing program. Generous scholarships are available. Apply at westmont.edu/nursing.
Count is 0-1 to Justin Johnson. Leading off the fourth. Or for his first 6 this weekend is Johnson. Here he swings and misses 0-2. Warriors did get him swinging. Hammond did get him swinging back in the second. This one's outside, 1-2.
Yeah, Johnson going 4 for his first 4. 0 for his last 2, though.
Yeah. Keep that trend going. Popped up. Michael Soper makes the call. And makes the catch. And there's one away in the fourth. So how difficult can it be, Simon, after a 3-hour game one to hang out for 30 minutes, beg your pardon, and then try to just turn on the Jets for game 2?
Yeah, no, it's tough, especially if you're going back out there to, to short or second. It's a long, grueling game. That first one was a lot of breaks in between. That was the longest 4th inning known to man. But it's one of those things you kind of just got to pop a few more Advil and pop an energy drink and find a way through it, and then you got the rest of the weekend to, at least on Sunday, to hang out.
Downstairs, 3-0. That one's a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Jonto hit that liner out to left center field that Mr. Bollinger caught before running his way up the wall. Here he takes a 1-out walk.
Mr. Schrader
went down swinging in his first at-bat. Takes one just off the outside corner here, 1-0. Rose, we haven't mentioned this yet, too. Tyler McAvoy is indeed catching behind the plate now. So Weiserman's just into pinch run, didn't get to go anywhere. So Hofstadler and Weiserman's burned. Now McAvoy will burn down the fingers for the final 3+. Swing and a miss. 2-1 on Schrader.
Hammond just going after him with the fastball there.
Probably do the same thing here in the 2-1 though. He's working behind a lot. He tried to, but it's outside.
You think the Westmont fans like that call?
Not particularly. This one's popped back foul, beyond our reach as well. So the count is full.
Really just want to force the issue here and throw something in the zone.
Right on the edge that time and fouled back.
Barrier in motion there.
This one's pulled high in the air, near the dugout, past the dugout. It'll drop foul.
This is that time when, if Hammond could whip out the slider and land it for a strike, it would be really effective.
Took a little bit off that, but it's upstairs. And 2 1-out walks here. Chance to break things open a little bit, as the energy has been sucked out of Russ Carr a little bit, thanks to some of these at-bats by the Gators. But still just a 1-run lead for SF State. Steven Espinoza, chance to tack on here. 2 on with 1 out here in the 4th of this 7-inning back half of our doubleheader. Ooh, got a hanging breaking ball there, but fouled it back.
Yeah, Hammond was really controlling the zone early, and he's kind of lost a little feel, leaving some pitches up, and struggled to find the zone with the 2 walks. Wouldn't he love a double play right here?
Wouldn't he? High, 1-1. Outside, 2 balls in the strike.
I think it would have been a good time for Coach Rick Hubbard or Tyler behind the dish to have a mound visit
after that walk. Fly ball to right field should be routine for McFeely, who took several steps back actually, and then ends up having to make a bit of a basket catch here.
Yeah, that one definitely got stopped by the wind. It was way more shallow than Feely expected. Kind of looked like the final out of the World Series right there a little bit.
Got a little bit more camped under that one. Like, we joke about being nostalgic about things. Like, there's literally nothing more nostalgic than that. Outside, want to know? You were one of my, like, dozen FaceTimes on the field after that. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. I was FaceTiming. I was FaceTiming the boys. I was crying, too. Real men cry.
Yeah, I was going to say you said, too. Just roasting the criers out there. Callahan goes the short way, and Hammond does a really nice job here to be able to limit the damage. Actually puts a 0 up in the 4th, does Hammond. Keeps Westmont within 1 swing as we head to the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 San Francisco State.
It feels like a classic 7-inning trap game.
Bryce McFeely will lead things off here, the bottom half of the fourth. Warriors chasing a run against the San Francisco State Gators in town for this 4-game series. This one's fouled straight back, and it's 0-1. It'll be 3-4-5. McFeely, Dunn, and Veal. Bryce slashes another one foul. Quickly 0-2.
We're just talking about the last out of the World Series in 2023. I wonder where Bryce McFeely put that baseball. Do you know?
I think he actually gave it to Tyler. Hits this one foul. I don't think he kept it, if I remember correctly.
Good move by Bryce.
I mean, kind of. I'm just kidding.
I
love
do,
you, Tyler,
I do-
if you're listening.
I do remember, you'll know this 2020 World Series, Austin Barnes immediately puts that ball in
so
his
cool.
pocket.
Yeah. And he did get to keep it. 0-2 pitch. McFeely stays alive. Yeah, fun note is when your team went to the World Series in 2020, McFeely had a chance to be part of that taxi squad.
Mm-hmm.
Turned it down because he just wanted to get to work. So he was watching
Love
your guys' World Series run back up in his neck of the woods, getting ready to become the absolute dude that he became in 2023. The guy that he is now. Takes downstairs 1-2.
If I'm seeing this correctly, Bryce has another year of eligibility after this? Is that true? Or is he just
Oh,
is
I
he a
don't
true
think so.
senior?
I think he's a true senior.
Okay.
Do you hear a rumor or you just make that up right now?
Well,
Oh, it could have been a redshirt his freshman year.
I'm looking at this chart. It says junior.
Gotcha. Well, he posed with all the seniors for their pictures, so I hope he didn't give me false advertising material.
Well, for last year at Westmont, for
Mhm.
sure, that is. No undergrad program, hence it's a college, not a university. Fun
Amen.
fact.
You're locked in, man.
Tucked in, locked in.
Admissions counselor Simon Reed. 2-2 to McFeely leading off the fourth. Breaking ball, fouls it off his own leg to stay alive.
No matter the outcome, this is a great at bat by Bryce. Really just mixing up the tempo for Truckee. Make him work.
Off the end of the bat, foul towards the bullpen. It'll drop harmlessly.
Never hurts getting the pitch count up for the starter.
The empty bullpen for both sides at this point. Bottom of the fourth of this 7-inning back half of the weekend opening doubleheader. McFeely waits on this breaking ball, barrels it in the air to left field, and it is gone! That thing just kept on going, and a heck of an at-bat for Bryce McFeely ends with a game-time solo shot.
What an at bat by Bryce McFeely. Fouling out Peters up at the top of the zone. Fighting off breaking balls down. He finally got a pitch to hit. And I didn't think that ball
No,
was
I didn't
gonna
think
go
it was
out
gone
off the
either,
bat.
Simon. Especially it was a
One
really
of
weird
six off the
read
bat
by Rafael as well on left
Yeah.
field.
I thought he was
camped for a second, actually.
I thought he was gonna try and play it off the wall.
Mm-hmm. Because I think you know this, Simon, is that it's down the left field line that's really the short porch, but that thing was left center. Just peeked into the bushes still. That's a poke.
No, that was a poke. 106 miles an
106
hour off the bat.
Huh? Okay, Feely. Here's the next one to Dunn. Outside, 2-0, and he does not go. So home run number 1 in 2025 for Bryce McFeely.
Slight wind, maybe? Maybe a little bit of help from the wind?
Oh, we don't gotta say that. That's
No?
brutal. Yeah.
You gotta keep him humble.
So even lines at this point, 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors for both sides. As we're getting the mid-AB mound visit here. I've always thought these are a little strange. Oh, and the lefty is actually getting up in a hurry. That might be the actual reason why. Looking down the lineup, Bollinger 2 spots from now is the next southpaw.
You'll see from pitching coaches, there's a few types of visits you can take. There's one to get your guy back locked in, tell him a certain cue, and then there's also one where it's just blatantly trying to get your guy in the bullpen hot. And it seemed to be the latter right there.
Doesn't get the call at the bottom of the zone here. And it's now 3-0.
Wouldn't mind seeing Trey get a green
I
light
was
here.
just going to say, we don't really have a green light culture. Did you get green lights from Robert?
I specifically remember one time in my Westmont career, I had a green light, and I popped up, and I never swung 3-0 again.
That's so tough.
I did have a few times in my minor league career, had the 3-0 green light.
That's cool. That's different. You calling a home run?
Let's put out the flags.
Oh. Veal scores around the bunt, can't get it down. The assignment's motion something to me unaudibly. Couldn't figure it out. Yes, to be honest, it is a huge gust of wind to left field right now. Simon's
It wasn't when Bryce
put
hit
an
his homer,
asterisk
though.
on
It was not.
Bryce's
It was
palm.
not when
Yeah.
Bryce hit the homer. Serious juice, Bryce. That boy.
0-1 on Veal. I wouldn't mind if Veal put one up into the wind. Call it what you want. It's a homer.
Here's a callback. Jacob,
Tell me.
opening day 2021, leading off the game. John Jensen, Oppo Taco
What a
into
year.
the gust.
That's like one of the most random one-year guys in program history. Just a random monster 2021 for the local legend.
SB local, SB
Mhm,
legend,
mhm.
John Jensen. He's running marathons now. Did you know that?
Who isn't? Here's the 0-1.
Jacob Nolan, a SB half marathon
Oh,
participant.
twice.
Twice.
Yeah. how about
Two-timer.
that? 3-time this year. Who's counting? Yeah.
Like I saw it in person. You remember that?
Oh,
I was walking
yeah.
on State Street and I saw you running. I was like, Jacob.
Do you remember what I asked you? Here's the 1-1 to Veal. He hits one in the air to center field. Cunningham doesn't have to move for this one. Grabs it for the first out.
I do remember. You asked me for Advil.
I caught you when I'm going uphill, mile 12 of 13.
Oh,
And like, man, that's when you're not even there. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Like, I can remember the conversation, but I don't remember really like talking about it, because at that point you're just not really present. If you ever get into halves, which you will, you're about to enter your mid-20s. It's kind of one of the things you do. You'll know what I mean. Blocked in the dirt. That's a great read by Dunn, and he's going to take second. Oh, that's not blocked in the dirt. That's a hit by pitch. So it's
Always
first
hard to
and
tell.
second. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was always hard to tell on those ones down by the feet. And that's when you'll see sometimes the coach come out and argue. But Bollinger seemed pretty spot on that it hit him.
They didn't even bother arguing.
Truly, only the hitter knows if it hits him.
So you could argue the biggest at bat of the weekend now falls on the shoulders of Jesse DiMaggio. Takes the first pitch inside, 1-0. Tie game here, bottom of the fourth of this 7-inning affair. First and second, 1 out. Currently knotted at 2. Dunn ready to carry home Westmont's third of the day. Bollinger will be close behind. Here's the 1-0 to DiMaggio after a throw to second.
We got the lefty in the bullpen, but they did not make the move to go after Bollinger with the lefty.
1-0. Line drive into the glove of the third baseman. Very close play at second. Backstanding is done. That's Espinoza who made the snag. DiMaggio hit this one on the screws, but got on top of that one a little too much.
Yeah, can't complain if you're DiMaggio. Hit the ball hard in the line, just right at the third baseman. Can't hang your head about that one.
So it looks like they're going to give Truckee a chance to finish the fourth. Callahan trying to make him feel like it's one batter too many. Throw to second, backstanding is done. Yeah, Trey was caught once in game one, and now they think he's just the guy to go get.
Really don't think Trey Dunn's going to third base with 2 outs. Pitchers sometimes just kind of have weird ticks when they don't like the pitch call. They might just do a pickoff just to reset things.
Pitch clock winding down. First time we really had to even notice it. That one's downstairs. 1-0.
Was even close.
Did you hear the fan as well? An angry.
Manager.
Where was that? Oh, was it? Oh, my bad. I'm not trying to disrespect and confuse that. On a 1-0 offer, Callahan takes one of the dirt. Good block by Andrews. But hitters count 2-0. If you're Callahan right here, I think you have to be hunting Heater and looking to do some serious damage.
Yeah, single scores him for Callahan. We've kind of seen him pop some balls up today. I think he needs to get back to a head-high line drive mentality. He got a humongous 3-4 hole on the right side of the infield.
They go 2-0 breaking ball, and he chases it in the dirt, 2-1. That's a gutsy pitch, but that's exactly why you do it. You know he's just sitting Heater, ready to come unglued. And he's able to entice a swing.
Big moment for Callahan. Looking for his first hit of the day.
Trying to give Westmont the lead here with 2 gone in the 4th. Callahan swings and misses, 2-2. So Deuce is wild here in the 4th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. 2-2 ball game. Westmont sophomore shortstop on a 2-2 offer. Stays alive.
Callahan staying alive. That pitch was well off the plate, though.
You never know.
You truly never know, actually. That's a good point, Jacob.
Today has been one of those days where you really do not know. Callahan looking to come through. Again, we'll do it with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Alec Truckee is able to get through 4 innings. He keeps it tied. And we'll head to the late innings in this 7-inning matchup. Going to the 5th. Tied, 2-2.
Have you ever wondered what college would look like in just 30 seconds? Well, it starts with waking up. Then maybe go to the lab or go surf. Do some studying, go run. How about a walk on the beach? Head over to a couple of games. Then go dance, worship, and grow closer to God. Go study in the library. And head to spring sing. Seize the day and your education. This is college. No. This is Westmont. You'll have to see it for yourself.
Top half of inning number 5, Hunter Hammond delivers a first pitch fastball for a strike at 83. Lines even across the board, 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for both sides. San Francisco State trying to draw even in this 4-game weekend series. Westmont trying to take the first 2 on Friday. Sun will be starting to set here in the next hour or so as well. Don't threaten me with the time run out time. Simon.
I was just going to say, Hunter Hammond going back for his 5th inning.
Ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a long run for Callahan. He's not going to be able to get there. And that's Andrews' second base hit right back up the box. First time that turned into a couple runs for the Gators. Sets the table for the top of the order. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, it looked like maybe a little movement down the bullpen. We saw Hammond go 4 innings last weekend and got into a little bit of trouble the past 2 innings, worked out of a jam, but Hammond honestly could use a ground ball like that right now for a double play, but the top of the order for the Gators has been nothing short of excellent so far.
These guys can swing the bat. This one's fouled straight back. 0-1. You're at the point in the ball game where one swing can flip a game, flip a weekend even. That's the funny thing is the 9-inning games, the 7-inning games, they all count the same. Doesn't get the call here. Thought that might have come back to the top of the zone.
Trackman had it. Two definitely would have been a more favorable count instead of 1-1.
Yeah, that's top-notch analysis right there, Sam. There's a real swing right there going from 2-1.
Tiger at bat has changed now. Hammond's got to find a way to work back in here.
Popped up. That'll get on out of play. 2-2. Two pitch. Fouled back. What was your favorite of the uniform set?
I was a big fan of the gray pinstripes.
Yeah, classic.
Huge fan.
Iconic. What about at home?
I was a big fan of the white pinstripes with the crimson jersey.
That one's hard hit into center field on the run. Bollinger is able to make the catch right in front of the warning track. Trying to double up the runner at first base. Closer play than you would think, actually, but he is going to get back there safely. But Murillo is retired. I don't think we wore the white-on-white pinstripes at home enough. To say they're uncomfortable, I don't really care. Look good, play good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we tended to kind of have a routine going with the all-whites game 1 on Friday, game 2. And, looks like we have a change going on.
Tanner Beltowski is going to come on in favor of DiMaggio with 1 out in the 5th inning. He's getting high fives. I don't know what's going on. Sure. First pitch downstairs.
Second unique.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not questioning Paul. I don't know the guy too well, but yeah, that is kind of just an out of the ordinary change in the middle of an inning. Should be the second out if Bollinger can get into this one. He can. Routine for the second out.
A line drive to center was a nice read by Bollinger, actually. A lot trickier than it might have looked. He's got some swag, I told you, Jacob.
I'm all in.
He's got some swag at the plate. He's got some swag when he runs down the ball. It looks really calm and casual.
So here's Daniel Santos. Hunter Hammond trying to get through 5 innings, a 2-run ball, by the way. He's been really good.
No, he's been solid in this inning, giving up the leadoff single and then getting 2 quick outs after that.
So far outside.
Tyler really trying to win that outside edge, but yeah, that was nowhere close.
Santos on a 1-1. Ooh, hits one hard in the air to center field. Bollinger retreating, and it'll hang up for him just before reaching the warning track in front of the 375 sign. Hunter Hammond, 5 innings of 2-run baseball here in his first collegiate start. See if the Warriors can put him in line to get a win when you get back.
The Automobile Club of Southern California invites you to the AAA Travel Expo on Sunday, March 2nd at the Santa Barbara Auto Club office. The expo will be held from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You'll find insider information, hourly door prizes, exclusive show offers, and vendor presentations by AMA Waterways, Lindblad Expeditions, Rocky Mountaineer, and Viking Cruises. To RSVP, call 805-898 805-898-2824. That's 805-898-2824. Once again, that's 805-898-2824.
Enjoy and escape to serenity in the American Riviera.
As you soak up the sun, spend your day in wine country, and take in some of Southern California's finest cultural centers. The Carpinteria Inn in Santa Barbara offers Spanish Mission architecture, well-appointed amenities, and cozy suites, all just 2 blocks from the beach and minutes from the area's finest shopping and dining destinations.
Enjoy and escape to serenity in the American.
Bottom half of inning number 5 in this one. Westmont looking for the lead late. Tyler McAvoy has his first step out of the weekend. First pitch swinging comes up empty, and it's 0-1.
Truckee back out for a 5th inning. Didn't expect it after seeing the bullpen getting hot kind of early last inning.
Off the end of the bat into shallow center. Cunningham camps under it. A few strides to his right in the left center field to make the catch. Turns the lineup over for Daniel Patterson.
Now batting, the third baseman, Daniel Patterson.
Jacob, seems like it's kind of fitting for Daniel to have a solo shot because we've seen a solo shot from Feely and Soper. Can we complete the top 3?
I'm in. You in?
I'm super in.
First pitch, just downstairs, 1-0.
If I was wearing a hat, I'd have my hat down, pointing to the area I think DP would hit a homer.
You know what's funny is you've actually called a few of these just over text the last few years while you've been watching.
I do remember that. That
was it Hoff?
No, it was Andrew
Gadara.
Yeah.
It's electric.
2-0.
Hitters count for the best Westmont has to offer. Ground ball, backhand at third. No, to no avail. That is under the glove of Espinoza. That'll be a free 90 feet for Daniel Patterson. See how they rule it.
I think that's got to be a hit. That's not an easy play.
Rob's brutal down there.
You know your boys.
Called an error.
Now batting, the second baseman, Michael Soper.
I have a feeling that's an appeal that'll come back
Yeah.
to the office in the next few days.
I think DP, you never know. It could have beat that one out.
So that is going to be the end of the day for Alec Truckee. He'll be responsible for the man on first. Cannot win it. He can lose it and get a no decision. Find out more about his line, see if Westmont can get a lead here against the left-hander when we come back. Michael Soper against the left-hander Adrian Rangel. Tie game here in the bottom of the fifth. Patterson, who reached on an error, is now at first base, representing the potential go-ahead run. Throw over there, he's back standing. First left-hander we've seen from either team this weekend.
From the Warrants, we saw Rangel. Here's about 85 to 87.
First one left on left. Breaking ball misses inside. Another example, Andrews was set up well outside. And of course, you're never really going to set up middle third for a left on left breaking ball.
Yeah. Kind of the opposite of Truckey's arsenal, literally just from the left side. Here's 85, 87 with the big old bender around in the low to mid 70s.
Third throw over there. Once again, Simon, I cannot wait for the disengagement rule.
You think they can add that mid-season?
It was like I was one of those kind of old school dudes who wasn't sure even about the pitch clock at the major league level.
Mm-hmm.
Get back to this in a second. First pitch to Soper, or second pitch to Soper, beg your pardon. Breaking ball does find the zone 1-1. But the thing is, after watching a weekend, just the first weekend of baseball with the pitch clock, and then coming back to do Westmont games the next week, dude, these games are actually tough to watch.
Yeah, I understand that for sure.
Let's throw the ball, guys. 1-1. Soper slashes one in the air to left field. Retreating is Rafael to make the catch, looking right up into that sunshine. And there's two away.
Yeah, the pitch clock was actually first implemented as a test in the minor leagues. So all minor league levels have the pitch clock, except for rookie ball. So there was a few games where, in my rookie ball career, that took into the 4-hour mark, Jacob.
Oh my goodness.
And it was not extra innings.
Not fun.
That was brutal.
That's horrible. Bryce McFeely, who tied it with one swing in the fourth and put Westmont aboard by doing the same thing. Or put Westmont on top, I mean. Backdoor breaking ball, called a strike here, 0-1. And McFeely hit one that just caught that jet stream up into left field, right, Simon?
Feely absolutely smoked that ball, too.
106 off the bat. Here on an 0-1 pitch, Patterson off of first. He'll have to head back there.
You know, the more you throw to first, the more likely it is to go into the dugout.
It's facts. See if Rangel gives in to Bryce McFeely here on the 0-1. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Might be the first fastball he's even thrown.
I think that's true. Came out of the gate with a bunch of benders. That one finds the edge. At least for this game, the edge.
The 0-2. Outside, 1-2. McFeely looking to do some damage with 2 strikes. Takes just outside. Trackman has it outside as well, Simon. We're good. 2-2.
Yeah, that one was kind of in a different zip code according to Trackman.
And I think it was actually a lot closer in real life.
Yeah.
Can only trust the man so much.
Yeah, when you square up the catcher, it makes it look a lot better than it actually is. Love parent chatter.
Mm-hmm. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tied at 2, bottom of the 5th. Patterson off of first. Bryce McFeely, ooh, that's a back foot breaking ball in its truest form. Somehow misses his laces. Runs the count full.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those ones where you want to wear that one. 2 strikes. If you wear that one, you get a guy in scoring position, but I wouldn't mind a double instead of a HVP.
Patterson will be off and running. McFeely looking to put the Warriors on top. There goes Patterson, and McFeely takes the 2-out walk. All those very close. A very confident takes for Bryce McFeely to now give Trey Dunn a chance to be a hero here in the 5th.
Yeah, we've seen the zone really expand out to the right side of the plate from our point of view all day, and those ones just missing.
So Trey Dunn pulls one foul. Man, he was all over that breaking ball. Left his bat at 100, but it's allowed, strike one.
Does Rangel go back to that pitch, though, after seeing Trey all over it?
The fastball is... Sorry, yeah, go for it.
Some might think he might go to the fastball, but if that's his bread and butter, you could see him going back to the well here.
Fastball's been a really good arm side for Rangel. There it is again. Flirting with that outside part of the plate. 0-2. It's a tough at-bat. Breaking ball that he can land, and then fastball that stays true to the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, despite the walk to McFeely, he's really got some good command of the fastball to that arm side part of the plate.
Done in an 0-2 hole. Go ahead, run in scoring position, and he's going to have nowhere else to go. Rangel lets out a roar as he heads back to the first base dugout. He's just struck out Dunn, looking to end the inning. So to the 6th inning we go. Still tied, 2-2.
Have you ever wondered what college would look like in just 30 seconds? Well, it starts with waking up. Then maybe go to the lab, or go surf, do some studying, go run. How about a walk on the beach? Head over to a couple of games. Then go dance, worship, and grow closer to God. Go study in the library, and head to Spring Sing. Seize a day and your education. This is college. No. This is Westmont. You'll have to see it for yourself.
So in a tie game here in the 6th of this 7-inning affair, Paul Spagnas goes to the best this bullpen has to offer in the form of the right-hander Zach Yates. First pitch hit out to left field. Routine for Trey Dunn, who has to move maybe 6 inches to grab this one. And there's one away. But yeah, we were talking in between innings, just watching on warm-up, Simon. This is one of those kind of sneaky Westmont baseball legends in Zach Yates.
Yeah, Zach Yates came in as a freshman. One of the better arms we had coming in. You know, he'll live in the low 90s. I think he'll pop him 94 here and there. But it's really the off-speed that has made him the pitcher he is. Can really just great pitchability. And there's a two-seamer at 91 right on the edge.
Yeah, that wicked slider to right-handed hitters especially. And on the ground sharply, backhanded by Soper for Yates. 2 up and 2 down.
Yeah, right there is the slider from Yates, and he didn't have that pitch till later in his freshman year, and then once he figured it out, it was lights out. And it's been lights out his whole career for the most part. Just an absolute dog out of the pen.
I remember
what you're going to get.
I'm sorry about that, Simon. Like the night that, like, as a quote-unquote fan, he kind of really arrived on scene was post all the Vanguard drama. We faced Vanguard in the GSAC tournament.
Oh, yeah.
2 on, nobody out, and he just basically throws 9 straight sliders, and the last one to Chad Sutton basically puts him on a knee to strike him out, keep the game tied. The rest is history. And I feel like that was the night that since then, just been a guy you can trust with the game on the line, the moment on the line. Part of that bullpen that was able to get Westmont past Southeastern to reach the World Series title game in 2023. Been the fireman for years now. Guy that you should appreciate watching here in his senior year. You're going to look back and want guys like this to have stuck around a little bit longer, if at all possible. That was a fun GSAC tournament game that night.
That was a fun game. All the drama and history that we had.
1-2 pitch. There's Zach Yates. How about a lightning quick 1-2-3 inning? Bet you he'll be ready for the 7th. Question is, will the Warriors have him a lead when we get back?
The Automobile Club of Southern California invites you to the AAA Travel Expo on Sunday, March 2nd at the Santa Barbara Auto Club office. The expo will be held from 11 to 1. You'll find insider information, hourly door prizes, exclusive show offers, and vendor presentations from AMA Waterways, Lindblad Expeditions, Rocky Mountaineer, and Viking Cruises. To RSVP, call 805-898-2824. That's 805-898-2824. Once again, that's 805-898-2824.
Once again, that's 898-2824. We'd also like to remind you that the Ramada would love for you to make us your hotel of choice whenever you have friends or family coming to visit Santa Barbara. You can call them at 805-964-3511 and mention Westmont Athletics for a 20% discount. Once again, that is the Ramada, your hotel of choice. 805-964-3511. It'll be Veal, Bollinger, and then Tanner Beltowski here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll say it again, just a 7-inning game here in the back half of the doubleheader. The Westmont a chance to be able to give the ball back to their closer with just 3 more outs to get. They need one here in the 6th inning if they don't want to honestly threaten a light problem. Anything beyond that.
Don't speak it into existence, Jacob.
Just speaking off of bad memories. Guy in field who could give him the lead with 1 swing. Takes outside, 2-0, and it's nice to see anything off the plate be called a ball to Isaac Veal because, man, he's been the victim of a very wide outside corner in this one.
He's had some unfortunate calls against him, but 2-0 right here. I wouldn't mind seeing a hanging breaking ball.
Wrangle to Veal. That's a breaking ball at center cut right there in the mid-70s. Veal is just looking for a heater there, and he cues a foul. Veal, who started his day with a long ball, maybe looking to end his day with another. Takes this one in the dirt.
Maybe a changeup there at 81.
Mm-hmm. They've been very comfortable pitching backwards all day long, both games. Action starts down that right field line. A few guys stretching for the Gators. On a 3-1 pitch, Isaac Veal takes the leadoff walk.
The Westmont Warriors offenses are notorious for causing ruckus in the 8th inning, especially in the 2023 run. It seemed like the 8th inning came around and the wheels just kind of fell off for anyone facing the Warriors. And essentially right now, it is the 8th inning in this 7-inning ball game.
I see where you're going. Do you ask Jack Bollinger to square around here? I think I do. 10 out of 10 times. That's no knock on Jack, who's swinging a great bat. But left-on-left matchup. chance that a dying quail for any of your next right-handed hitters to give you the lead. That's what I'm expecting. Squares around, and Veal is almost picked. That was not caught cleanly by Johnson, and by the freeze of our first base umpire, Roger Rangel, you wonder if Veal might have been left out to dry there.
Yeah, Veal seemed like he wasn't really ready for that.
So Bollinger was indeed squaring around. Back, another throw over. Yeah, Veal doesn't look like he has a good feel for that move. You see that?
I did notice that. It's always an interesting angle when you're over at first. You got to give him a little more credit. I feel like we can really see Rangel sway over there, but that's a completely different perception to Veal.
Breaking ball, that one hits Bollinger in the hip. 2 on, nobody out. Here comes Tanner Beltowski.
Second time Bollinger's been hit. Is that back-to-back at-bats?
Correct.
Nothing hits like a HBP bat flip like that. Wow.
That's electric.
Mr. Swag?
Big swag guy, yeah.
Mr. Swag.
Yeah. So no one was throwing. This is just going to be a conversation as now a right-hander begins to warm up for San Francisco State.
Looks like we might have a new hitter for Westmont as well.
That'd be kind of brutal. Just come on and scoop some balls at first base and then get pulled. I have to think this is just a new bat or something. No, wow. Yeah, they're pulling Tanner Beltowski before
you got to think a bunt's coming here.
Man, Simon, just like the ball player in me, kind of stings a bit for Tanner Beltowski to come in and play a couple innings of defense and then the match to stay in the box. But
for sure,
it's pretty clear.
Yeah. You're in a position where you can really just take the lead with the base hit. But it looks like we're going to go to Schrader, and
it's pretty clear
you gotta
why.
imagine that we're going with a sack bunt here.
For the Warriors, number 3, Dusty Schrader.
You know, Jacob, I wouldn't mind seeing if Schrader can get this bunt down. Wouldn't mind seeing back-to-back bunts.
Safety after when Callie's up?
Wouldn't mind seeing it. I was going to mention earlier we were talking about safety bunts, safety squeeze bunts. Game 4, 2020 World Series, Austin Barnes hit a nasty safety squeeze bunt.
Homered in the same game.
Yep.
Yeah. You're locked in, Simon.
Stay locked in. You don't see many safety squeeze bunts in the big leagues, but part of college ball.
Let's see if we can see one in a moment. See if Schrader can get these guys over. As Dusty Schrader comes off the bench in favor of Tanner Beltowski. And we are expecting to see him bunt.
You never know if the Gators are going to try and pull some trickery with the pickoff at second.
Squares around, throws to second. Weird move right there by Rangel.
Veal saw that move a little better than he did at first base.
Dusty Schrader being asked to come in and get the bunt down. 2 on, nobody out, tie game, home half of the 6th. He squares around, takes ball 1. Gets it down. That's a beauty of a bunt. Plays the first, and he's out, but Schrader gets the job done. He's going to have hands all over him in that third base dugout. He's now put the Warriors on the doorstep of taking a lead.
Dusty Schrader, the senior, fired up going to the dugout. You got to love that.
Yeah, fire me up, Dusty Schrader.
That was the most hype moment of this game.
You've got to make that count if you are Colin Callahan and Tyler McAvoy behind him.
Infield in here, second and third. This is not a situation you see a safety squeeze. If there were to be a bunt, it'd be a suicide, which means it would be, hence the suicide.
We know. So Callahan a chance to be the hero here in game 2. First pitch to him. Squares around, there's your squeeze, Simon, and it's foul. Oh, I wanted that for you, man.
The back-to-back bunts. You gotta love it.
You act like you're a program guy or something, man.
Sometimes you just gotta have feel for which guys in the lineup can get it down and when and where to do it.
And Callahan's had a tough day at the plate. Ironically, you think that getting the squeeze down might be the thing that redeems that day and might make him just exhale. See if they ask him to do it again. Go ahead, run 90 feet away. Swings away and comes up empty 0-2.
Yeah, it looked like a changeup way off the plate there. Callahan just got to take a deep breath and really look for something just out over the plate. Pressing a little bit, chasing and expanding his zone.
No, the heart is pounding right now for Colin Callahan. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to third, running on contact. Veal to the plate, throw home. He is out at the plate. Strong play by Espinosa. Better tag by Andrews at the plate. The Warriors come up empty, and now the page turns to Tyler McAvoy, who's going to have to get a hit to bring him in.
Yeah, Veal went on contact there, head first slide, and he might have got the swim move in there, but 99 times out of 100, you're going to call that an out. The ball beat him to the plate, and you kind of just have to call him out there.
Yep. I thought it was the right call, to be honest.
It looked like the right call.
So now Tyler McAvoy, Westmont's backup catcher, has a chance to steal the headlines here. Swings and misses, 0-1. Boy, Westmont is just giving the Gators so many chances to take a lead. Westmont has squandered so many chances to take one of their own. Don't know if they're going to get away with another one of these missed opportunities.
Nope.
Outside, 1-1.
Rangel continues to pound that outside corner. Really just been living there all day. The velo has kind of dropped, though, back down in the low 80s range.
Ending outfield grass will give Westmont the lead. On a 1-1 pitch, Tyler McAvoy gets hit. And that's going to load the bases for the best that Westmont has to offer in the form of Daniel Patterson. How's this for home opener drama? It looks like a right-hander is going to come on and face Patterson. So Rangel loads the bases with 2 outs in a tie game, and he's going to give that right-hander absolutely no room for error. Because Daniel Patterson's going to come on and have a chance to give Westmont the lead here, the home half of the 6th. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with the at-bat of the weekend right after this.
The Ramada would love for you to make us your hotel of choice whenever you have friends or family coming to visit Santa Barbara. Call us at 805-964-3511 and mention Westmont Athletics for a 20% discount. Ramada, your hotel of choice. 805-964-3511.
here we go. Bases full of Warriors, bottom half of inning number 6. Daniel Patterson against the right-hander Jude Atley. Almost an identical situation that Daniel Patterson found himself in last week, when the best player was able to punch one through the right side to give him a lead. Same spot, same guy. No one else you'd rather have up there. Daniel Patterson takes the first pitch inside, ball 1.
Atley going first pitch, breaking ball. Almost hit Patterson. Almost got him.
Oof, fouls this one straight back. He had one to crush that time. 1-1. On a 1-1 pitch, Daniel Patterson gets one off the fist, and that'll fall. It'll pull Westmont up 4-2. Daniel Patterson comes through again. It's just who he is.
Patterson got that same front hit breaking ball he saw in the first pitch, and he's got his hands in there. Wasn't the hardest hit ball of the day for sure. Only 80 off the bat, but that's 2 runs for the Warriors, and you can see the emotion from Patterson. Absolutely electric. Back-to-back weekends with a go-ahead late single to put the Warriors ahead.
There's some guys, Simon, you just cannot bet against with the game on the line. He's one of them. And now Soper hits one sky high, left center field. Should send this game to the 7th. And it will, but not before Daniel Patterson does what Daniel Patterson does. Gives Westmont a late inning lead, and now we ask Zach Yates to get 3 more outs to make it a happy Friday night. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Westmont Sports Network. Want to know the count? Zach Yates will be asked to get the final 3 outs. Asked to make himself the pitcher record as he faces 7-8-9 here. Misses outside. 2-0. Steven Espinoza, Colby Rafael, and Camden Andrews. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
You saw last inning with the Gators just giving the free passes to the Warriors, and for Yates, you just want to go after them and force them to get on base.
Inside, 3-1. Yeah, you just got to challenge him here. Fouled away, 3-2. Yates trying to go 4 up, 4 down. Payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. And the potential tying run will come to the plate. So here is Raphael. Who slashes one the other way, foul.
All here so you far from Yates. You got to think that textbook grade A slider is...
Might be the perfect thing to give you ground ball to Mr. Callahan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Run that thing right off the barrel.
Yep.
Gets it at the top of the zone. Not where you want to put it, but it works. All the same, 0-2.
We'll say right now, with the sun going down, if these shadows are affecting the hitters in view.
0-2 offer from Yates. Ooh, it is a slider. Best one he's thrown so far.
Nice.
Just got a piece of it.
Good location. Driver's seat for Yates. Wouldn't mind seeing him expand a little bit here with the slider away, even maybe a 4-seam elevated.
Just outside, ball 1. One, 2 to Raphael. Got him looking on the outside corner. One away. Going to the bench here?
Looks like it. Looks like they're bringing in a lefty bat.
Oh, this is Anthony Alvarez. This is our guy that was pumping gas out of the pen. Remember that?
Oh,
Gave
no
up the
way.
bomb to Trey Dunn,
And
amongst
he's a
other
right-handed
things.
hitter. My bad.
The way he was walking, I saw what you saw too. It looked
Okay,
like he
yeah,
just
yeah.
had a
I
lefty
could've sworn
posture.
he
I
was
know what
mid.
you were saying, yeah. So it's Alvarez who pitched in relief in game 1. Trying to catch lightning in a bottle here, representing the potential tying run.
Yep.
That's a good slider. That's as good as it gets right there from Zach Yates, 0-1.
Yeah,
You see Alvarez cheating with those hits too. He's looking for a heater.
Can't be an easy thing coming off
Mhm.
the bench. First at bat of the day to face Zach Yates at this time of day.
Not everyone's Dusty Schrader. Ooh, he chases wildly in the dirt here. It kicks away, but that run means nothing. Heading down to second. The only thing that does do is take out the potential double play ball.
If I'm Yates, I'm going back to that pitch. No other reason to go heater here.
Ooh, just center cut one. Fouled away. That is literally the center of our K-zone, too.
Alvarez looked like he was kind of all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you don't got to be too cute. Just go back to the basics.
It's a breaking ball off the foot of Patterson. He's not going to have a play. First and second with 1 out. Tying runs are aboard. Potential go-ahead run comes up to bat. And it's the top of the order in Daniel Murillo.
Now batting, the shortstop, Daniel Murillo.
Takes the first pitch strike. Outside, 1-1. Fortunately, that 6th inning was lightning quick for Yates, because he's going to be asked to throw as many high leverage pitches. The better way to put it is everything from here on out, he's throwing with the utmost of stress. Tipped it on plate, 1-2. A good feel for the breaking ball right now.
Yeah, really good. This is where Yates needs to expand a little bit. Got a little too carried away, and unfortunately let that one to Alvarez a little too middle.
Good fastball, top of the zone, fouled away, right at the top of the zone.
Really good location.
One-two pitch to Murillo. Look to second, now to the plate. Ooh, just stays alive. Spoiling slider after slider have the Gators been. This is inside here, 2-2. Ground ball could end it. Ball in the gap could tie it. Ball with backspin could flip the game on its ear. Changing up the signs here.
Yeah, looks like it.
That might make sense. Two. Outside, 3-2. A heck of an at-bat either way for Daniel Murillo. Walk would put the tying runs both in scoring position and the go-ahead run at first. Ground ball can end it. Strikeout puts him on the doorstep. What's going to give? Yates to Murillo. The 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Base hit ties it at this point. Bases fully Gators. And now it's up to Michael Cunningham, their center fielder. 2-hole hitter for the Gators. Takes strike 1. Tell you what, though, Simon, there's no one I'd trust more to find a way in and out of this than Mr. Yates.
He's still your guy, despite the base being loaded.
Oh, that's a perfect pitch. Doesn't get the call. Bit outside, 1-1. B-Peck Sr. hates that.
Still one pitch away, though, for Yates. Could end it.
1-1. That one got a lot of home plate. Fouled away. 1-2. On a 1-2 offer. Yates gets him swinging. 1 out away.
Really great pitch from Yates. One of his best ones of the day.
So Yates trying to wrap up what's been a picture-perfect day at Russ Carr. Westmont won Game 1, 11-6. Daniel Patterson gave him the lead late here in Game 2. Now it's up to Zach Yates. Looking for the most difficult out there is to get. The last one. Santos takes the breaking ball and it's 0-1. Back to it.
Have to.
0-1. Back to it. 0-2. Back to it.
I love it. The old White Castle special for
Pitching Ninja.
Ninja.
Bases full of Gators. Tying and go-ahead runs aboard. Yates is one strike away. His 0-2 pitch. He struck him out! No one you'd rather have in that position than Zach Yates to get in and out of trouble, and a perfect Friday in Santa Barbara comes to a close. That was fun.
What a job by
Yeah.
Zach, man. The absolute poise. Coming in, getting himself in a bit of a jam there. A walk here and there, but wow, what a job by the Warriors, man. They really bared down with the pitching compared to the first game. Love me a tight ball game.
Balance.
Hey, shout out Dusty
It isn't
Schrader. What a
just
fun.
essential in your sport. It's essential in life. Especially college life. It's everything you need to thrive in school, in sport, and everything in between. The key is just finding a place where you can pursue it all. Because the real beauty lies in the balance. If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
So what a fun night here in Santa Barbara, Simon. Westmont gets both ends of the doubleheader. Plenty of drama here towards the end of that one. What are your final thoughts here on day one of what should be a very fun year here at Roscard?
Yeah, you saw kind of two sides of the coin in game two, an absolute pitcher's duel. We saw the freshman Hammond really come in and give it his all with going 5 strong innings, and then you had Mr. Senior himself, Zach Yates, potentially an all-time saves guy.
Mhm.
You know, he's creeping up the list. And then you saw in the first game some homers, some barrels, and some homers in this game. But Mr. Daniel Patterson picking up a extremely clutch knock for his boys. But I want to give a shout out to the senior Dusty Schrader laying down the bunt. My favorite moment of the day. You got to tip the cap for putting the team on your back there, and just a really fun day. 2 dubs for the boys.
Yeah, that's as good as it gets right there. 2 wins for Westmont. They'll be looking for 2 more tomorrow. First pitch will be at 11 o'clock. But for now, after 2 wins on Friday, alongside my partner Simon Reed, Jacob Norling saying so long from Santa Barbara, wishing everybody a wonderful Friday night wherever you may be.
Enjoy an escape to serenity in the American Riviera.
As you soak up the sun, spend your day in wine country, and take in some of Southern California's finest cultural centers. The Carpinteria Inn in Santa Barbara offers Spanish Mission architecture, well-appointed amenities, and cozy suites, all just 2 blocks from the beach and minutes from the area's finest shopping and dining destinations.
Enjoy an escape.